In this video today, I'd like to talk to you about a condition called chronic fatigue syndrome and how acupuncture can help alleviate symptoms and improve quality of life. In the past 20 years, chronic fatigue syndrome has become more and more common. It is a condition where people have such debilitating fatigue they cannot function normally in their lives, and regular sleep does not revive and relieve them. They just have this, no matter how much they sleep, they're always so tired, a debilitating tiredness. And from a Western medicine perspective, there is really no treatment for it. So these people are left to languish and suffer. Many of them have to stop working and stop their daily activities, their normal daily activities. They're not able to function normally with their families. And oftentimes, people with chronic fatigue will then develop depression, anxiety, and other emotional symptoms because they're so unable to do basic physical things. Chinese medicine has been successfully treating chronic fatigue for years, and that is because of the nature of Chinese medicine. In Chinese medicine, we do understand what's causing chronic fatigue syndrome, and our treatments are able to help this condition. Now, chronic fatigue is a Western diagnosis, so when people come in for acupuncture and we assess them for this condition, we will treat them in different ways depending on the imbalances that we determine are responsible for the condition. Let me step back and give you a little information on how we create diagnoses, understand what's going on. And this applies for any condition that people come to us for. The first thing we do when you come in is we sit down and we conduct an intake. We ask a lot of questions about the symptoms you're having, how they feel, and how it impacts you. We take a look at your tongue, which lets us understand how your internal organs are functioning, and we feel your pulse. And when we feel pulse, we're not just counting how many beats per minute. There are 6 positions on the wrists that we feel, and each of those reflect organ function in the body. And from feeling the pulse, we not only can understand how the organs are functioning, but we also can understand the interrelationship between those organs. This information allows us to determine what are the imbalances, the specific imbalances for a given person that are causing the symptoms that they have. In this case, we're talking about chronic fatigue. So when you have chronic fatigue and you come in for your first treatment, we're going to, number one, determine what is your differential diagnosis. What are the problems? What are the imbalances inside that are responsible for your condition? The next thing we're going to do is put together a treatment plan. In other words, identify the acupuncture points that need to be used to influence and correct the imbalances in your body. Very often with chronic fatigue, there's deficiency. So some organs are not functioning the way they should. And often as well, there's imbalances between organs. So the relationship between those organs is not effective and efficient. Once again, acupuncture corrects this relationship between the organs. And the result is that once you're brought back into balance and organs are strengthened and relationship between organs are harmonized, that the symptoms ease and in many cases can resolve. With chronic fatigue, that means that energy returns and people are once again able to live more fulfilled lives. Acupuncture itself is extremely safe. There are no side effects. Those needles have no medicine in them. They're using your own body's energy to correct the organ function. All the needles that we use are sterile, single use, and hair thin. You will hardly feel them, and once they're in, the treatments are extremely relaxing. Many of our patients fall asleep during their sessions, and while they rest, the correction and the harmonization is happening in the background, and when you wake up afterwards, you will feel rejuvenated. If you suffer from chronic fatigue syndrome, please give us a call. Our website has lots of information about how acupuncture works and how our practice works. You can call, you can talk to us, come in, do the intake and get a treatment. The very first time you come in, we'll do an intake and you'll get a complete acupuncture treatment. It's important to start you as soon as possible so you can feel better. We look forward to treating you.